We are here once again in Energyear Italy with one of the most important companies right now, Voltage. This company is around the corner also with Georg Urban, General Manager Europe for the company. Welcome and thank you for being here today with us.
Thank you so much for the invitation. I think it's a great event we are attending today, and I'm happy to attend this interview and speak a little bit more about our industry, about challenges, and also about the new solution we are speaking today at the event. So thank you so much.
Well, George, let's start from the beginning. Now we have this conference in Italy and talking about the market. What do you consider are the main technologies that are driving this expansion or growth in renewables in Italy, but also what are the main challenges?
Yeah, I think what we see in Italy is not very much different to all the other countries across Europe. So we see a booming photovoltaic across all the segments, like residential, industrial rooftops, but once again utility. And I'm very happy that Italy is once again also in utility on the radar of all the developers. I think the main drivers of the segment in Europe, and also especially in Italy, is right now that in most of the countries the permittings are much easier. It's much more flexible. We are not where we could be, but it is a very good starting point. And on the other side, we can construct right now with a very low capex. Yeah. So we see right now prices in the industry where, I mean, I've since 20 years in the industry. Yeah. And price declination is always part of our business, but what we see right now is amazing, especially in terms of module pricing. I mean, that's something is one of the topics why we are speeding up also with utility, and BESS, because BESS is bringing a lot of solutions to one topic which is facing all countries in Europe, and that's the grid connection point and the grid capacity. Yeah? And I think, because you mentioned at the beginning what are the main drivers, so I think BESS is one of the top drivers of our industry. And what are the challenges? I think one of the challenges is that BESS is a new industry. Yeah. It is a new product. And we have to learn how to implement BESS into the IPP contracts, how to implement BESS into large-scale business. And that's something what we see as a fast learning curve across the industry. So people are learning very fast how to implement BESS. Yeah. But there's much more what we can add as an industry. So, for example, Voltage is bringing the DC wiring on the radar to many of the stakeholders, and this is, to be honest, in the capex, only a small part. But if we talk about utility, you know, small innovation, small implementation, which is bringing us forward, makes the difference.
Talking about the company, because you know and we know you are stronger, not only in the Italian market, but in different markets. What do you think are your main competitive advantages?
Yeah, I think Voltage is basically headquartered in US. So we grow up in the US market and approaching the market outside of US since 2 years, 3 years. And I think the main differentiators is our innovation. We are always thinking a little bit ahead of the industry. We are trying to find a solution which is not on the radar for everyone, but the solution we are bringing into the market is seen on the operation maintenance side every day. Okay. Yeah, so we have a lot of failure rates on the DC side in ongoing sites. The installations are faster and faster. Yeah, the timing is big headache for everyone. Yeah, and with our solutions we can speed up the installation up to 50% on the DC side. We can save materials. We can save money on the capex side, But what's more important for me, because I'm since 20 years in the industry, and I was always trying to figure out companies which are very strong on the Opex side. And that's, I would say, the DNA of voltage, to decrease the failure rate of DC wiring to 0. And that's something what we see in our daily business. It's a big topic. Not everyone is speaking about it, but everyone is asking for our solution. Yeah? So we see that there's a discrepancy between how the industry is speaking about failure rates on the DC side and the reality. Yeah? So the theoretical life of the construction is you go to a site, you can crimp cables, you can connect to us, you know. You have plenty of workers on site, you have plenty of connectors. In the theoretical life, you can do it. Yeah? But in the practical life, we see the failure rates on the operation maintenance side. It doesn't work.
And in terms of future, what are the plans for voltage?
I mean, I would say 3 pillars. Okay. Yeah? So the one pillar is innovation. So we spend a lot of money for innovation. We are always trying to optimize our products. Now we are bringing 2 new products which were presented firstly on the RE Plus a couple of weeks ago. This is the IBEX Plus and the new Link solution, which is further development of our ongoing approved products. And once again, we can bring some more advantages on the CapEx savings, on the Opex savings. And the second pillar, I would say, is our approach to go out of the US market, to go out of our domestic market, where we already delivered 50 gigawatts of our products. Wow. So the product is reliable, it's proven, and now it's time to go out, to reach out the other regions where we see a huge potential for growth, especially in Europe, in Middle East, and in some parts of overseas regions like Australia, South America, where the big development of utility is still ongoing.
Well, yeah. And the third one, maybe?
The third one is about the people. Yeah. Yeah. So I think the company is investing a lot into the European market. Yeah. And the people makes a difference. Yeah, because we are not only a manufacturer, we are also an engineering company. Yeah, so we help the developers and the EPCs to optimize the DC wiring. So we deal with designs, we deal with capacity topics, we deal with construction constraints, and the main topic is to go into the deep dive topics with our customers, and that can be just make on a face-to-face basis, to sit together with our customer and to fight for the right solution and to get out of the construction, out of our products, and it's about the people. The people makes a difference, and that's the third pillar of our company.
Thank you for being here today with us. My pleasure. Thank you. Your cameras. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the interview.